It's like, what the hell? Thank God it's Friday. I logged on to Facebook. I saw it again. I went to another page. I saw it again. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I realized that day I discovered something when he offered me extra time. I had the power of choice. I had freedom to make a choice that was beneficial. I forego 2 weeks, 7 days, whatever he possibly would have worked out for me, to make a decision and to leave under my own terms because I didn't trust him. And when I say him, not him personally, but the situation. Because he could have said, yeah, 7 days, 2 weeks. Then the very next day I came in, well, I got to let you go today. I didn't want to be set up for that. So I made a decision and I forego whatever money it was going to be because it didn't make a difference. At that point, my financial situation was not the best. What am I going to do here? I'm going to leave and I'm going to go home and I'm going to brainstorm and I'm going to come up with a plan. And I'm about to change my life. I didn't know it. That day I discovered the price of freedom. It just kind of came to me. It just really came to me. So I went home, read the book, and I also came up with a plan. As poor as I was, I had a computer. Nice computer, laser printer, 17-inch screen. At the time, it was the top of the line. So I got on that computer and I went to monster.com. And I started looking for jobs that I knew I could do, but I wasn't qualified by educational standards or experience. Because at that point, as I said earlier, I became an architect for me and be a good man. A nice narrative that worked for a very long time, but in today's world, not so much. So I went from getting laid off, not once, not twice, but 3 times in 1 year, to 3 years later, having my own business. The reason that happened because I was so frustrated. I made a different decision. I made a willful decision to go against the grain, maybe, but I would have had no life. So this is what I'm talking about. You have to have a life of construction. That night, I started constructing my life. I didn't really have a process. I was just doing stuff. Sat down, wrote down goals, came up with a plan, identified